title. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game is missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Alright, so right now as I'm shooting this video, we're roughly 9 days away. It's April 6th as I'm shooting this video. We're 9 days away from Joyce coming back to fight Zhang Zhilei in what I think will be, it has fight of the year potential, because both these guys are two of the most destructive forces in the heavyweight division. The Juggernaut versus the Big Bang. I mean, it says it all in the names, doesn't it? But, Joyce was speaking to the media and Sky Sports recently about, his future in the heavyweight division, future matchups, and a potential future domestic clash against Anthony Joshua. And he was also commenting about Anthony Joshua's recent performance against Jermaine Franklin. And here's what he had to say, verbatim, word for word. He said the following, and I quote, "I would knock both Joshua and Franklin out on the same night. I definitely would force a stoppage against both of them, and Joshua is right for the picking. He didn't look great, but he got the job done. He won 12 rounds. I thought he would have come with more firepower and aimed to push for a stoppage, but he really wasn't putting together his shots. He was using single shots and box kind of like he did in the Andy Ruiz rematch, so it was a little bit disappointing. He seems to have gone, in my opinion, a bit backwards. He hasn't progressed. I think he's lacked the combinations, but I think Franklin was a tough guy." And then he went on by pretty much saying that he thinks that he would much rather fight Anthony Joshua after Anthony Joshua's fought like a Dillian White and got a knockout and got his mojo back. He doesn't want to fight Anthony Joshua when the momentum on Joshua isn't at an all-time high. He would want Joshua to fight Dillian White, get some momentum, get a knockout, then fight Anthony Joshua, because he feels either way, whether he has mojo or no mojo, the Juggernaut feels like he's just going to bulldoze Anthony Joshua when that time comes. And obviously, that's a fight that'd be huge over there in the UK, as we know Joshua is the big star in the sport of boxing all around the world. We know it would be very sellable because it's a British gold medalist in the Olympics against a British silver medalist in the Olympics, and a guy in Joyce who many people feel should have won the gold because he was cheated out of it when he fought Tony Yoka. But I think it was a fair assessment. I think it's a fair assessment. I don't think he said anything that was crazy. He was obviously confident. But listen, Joyce has to pass a very tough test here in Zhang. You don't want to end up like Filip Hrgović, where you fight a guy like Zhang and you go life and death and arguably lose to him, and then all of a sudden now your whole perception has changed. Now, unlike Hrgović, Joyce has a much deeper resume. He's had the luxury of fighting, better people like Daniel Dubois, Brian Jennings, Joseph Parker, and he's handled them all and dispatched them all in great fashion. So I don't think him grinding out a win against Zhang would lower his stock as much as it did Hrgović. But all I'm saying is you got to stay focused on the task at hand. But yeah, it'd be a hell of a fight. I think if they were to ever fight Joyce and Joshua, especially now when you look at the Derek James factor, how Derek James is training Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua is becoming a more well-rounded boxer. People are going to sit here and say he lost his mojo, this, that, and the third. I don't think so. I think he's like I said in one of my recent videos, he's trying to implement new ideas, and in the process of that, he's becoming a more disciplined, more seasoned, more well-rounded boxer. And he would need to do that against a guy like Joyce, because Joyce has a crazy high punch count. Joyce has a high volume jab. He throws it a lot. It's a stiff jab that can rearrange your face. I mean, ask Daniel Dubois what it did to him. It'd be a tall task, both literally and figuratively speaking. So, I'm hoping if Joshua gets past Zhang, obviously the fight that I've campaigned for is Hrgović versus Joshua. But if we're not going to get that fight, I would like to see, Joyce versus Zhang, or Joshua, because like I said, Joshua can only fight these Dillian Whites and Jermaine Franklin levels for so long. At some point in time, he's going to have to get in there, step in with a real dangerous opponent in the heavyweight division, and he's gonna have to go in there and reestablish his level in the heavyweight division. And I think if he's able to go in there, beat a Dillian White with a big knockout in the summer, and then fight a Joyce, that would be ideal circumstances for him. So that's the news. Joyce coming out here and letting you guys know that he knows that Joshua is right for the picking. he believes he's right for the picking, and he feels like, you know, when the time comes, he's gonna rearrange his face, beat him the hell up, fold him up like a steel chair, and probably send him home packing into a nice retirement. That's what he wants to do. That's what he's capable of doing, because Joyce doesn't go in there and just, you know, knock you out. He goes in there and he beats you up. You know, you get years taken off your career. You get a systematic beatdown for the course of 12 rounds. We're talking about a man that's 6'7", you know, something like that, 6'7", 270 plus pounds, throwing, you know, anywhere from 80 to 100 punches around. Many of those punches very hard shots with a granite chin. I mean, he's a hard style for anyone to deal with, and I don't blame these guys for not wanting to fight him. He's a hard, you know, guy to look good against. He's a hard guy to beat, and you're gonna take a big beating even if you beat him yourself. So, you know, why fight him until the money's right? You know, that's one guy where I really understand fighters being a diva and not wanting to fight until the money's all the way right, you know. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think about Joyce versus Joshua, if it ever happens? And do you think Joshua is right for the picking for a guy like Joyce? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe so we can keep the dream alive here on True School Sports, and just keep everything going this year. It's been a great year so far, and I want to make it even better. So help me help you by making this channel bigger by subscribing. And yeah, like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.